Taking the convo to high levels. Comment, like, and subscribe if you're enjoying Durable Minds Radio.
What's going on? Who up in here? Who up in here? Santana the Great. What is that? Ref 10? Ref something like that? 7? Half? What it do? What it do? Red Bud. You see, now, this is the question I'm asking, right? This is the question I'm asking. The pimp that's entering the lifestyle, should the pimp have the mindset of, I'm proud to be a pimp, right? Or should the pimp come in like, I have a purpose of why I'm doing this. There's a purpose behind me, the individual wanting to be a pimp. Or is that individual just like, man, hey, I'm feeling myself, so that's why I'm a pimp? Those are the questions that I'm trying to ask. And if anybody want to elaborate in the comments, feel free. If you want to come up, feel free, man. I'm going to be on for a good hour and 30 minutes. And just wanted to jump into the topic real quick. And basically what I'm saying is now today's world, you know, how the door is so cracked open for anybody want to pretend to be a pimp in a 304. I want to understand if that individual just wanting to be a pimp because that's what he sees and he's proud, like, oh, I pride, I'm feeling myself. It's all about pride, I'm trying to be like somebody. I'm trying to control something, you know what I'm saying? Or is the individual more, what's going on top of it? Or is it more of a purpose, you know what I mean? Because when you come with the purpose, pride is a man's downfall. Trying to send requests. Okay. When you come in with that pride mentality, okay, go ahead. Well, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good, P.
Okay, what I was saying is, so basically I was just trying to ask you, when an individual in today's world wants to wants to think he's a pimp, is it cool for the pimping to come in with the mindset of being like proudful? Like yeah, I'm feeling myself, or is it more better coming in with him having a purpose? Like, I know what I'm entering, and I know which one do you think? I'll let y'all
For
both elaborate on it.
All right, P. So me personally, man, I really can't speak on that. You know what I'm saying? Because you already know who I am. I'm gonna go straight forth. You know what I'm saying? I believe in this pimping and so forth. But I do believe, man, if somebody it was to come, what I'm saying, a young individual, man, they're gonna pimp. You know what I'm saying? Then, man, take up the game, man, from what I'm saying, some pimps, man, that been really doing this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? But you already know I'm gonna go full force. You know what I mean? You already know how I am, Pete. And that's why me and you always back and forth. And that's how we collab. Like, but that's why I ain't been in here because I'm like, oh man, me and my nigga, we stay going back and forth, man. Because we've been our pimping, man. You know what I'm saying? We just get you going on one. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean. But hey, I hear P, I see it's another pimp man up in here though. You know what I'm saying?
All
What's
right,
up
what's
with
going
it?
top of that shit? I ain't
Oh
gonna
man,
like,
successful to P man for the record.
say that shit. Debonair Jones, P. You know, I'm talking about from Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hello.
But look, though, I ain't gonna lie. I'll say this. Um, what's that? What was that? Pride and purpose. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie to you. That hear me out. I feel like a lot of that bullshit come from that pride shit. Like, oh, I fuck with bitches, and it's just pride. Purpose comes with duty, responsibilities, and accountability.
I agree. Pride
Right.
motherfucker. I agree.
You
Pride
know what I'm
motherfucker,
saying?
P.
So if
I
a
agree.
nigga's moving off of just he feel like he the pimpin' and not actually in purpose. Like, this nigga lying, he feel like one nigga over here lying, he feel like it. But you know what I'm saying? But like if a nigga feel like it, I don't think every time them guys say that shit about some macking or some bullshit, it's how they got started. Is well, I had some bitches, I just felt like I was the
Wait,
pimpin'. Now
wait,
don't
hold
do
on,
came
no,
on
wait,
here.
wait, wait. Are we talking about backing or are we talking about pimping though? Are we talking about backing or pimping? Because backing and pimping is two different things. Are we
But
talking
I'm
about
saying,
backing?
but hear me out. But here, a Mac
But you
could
went to
feel.
backing. But you went to
Yes,
backing
I'm
though.
saying,
We talking
yeah,
about
a
pimping.
Mac could
We
be
talking about
moved in
backing
by
though.
pride, though. I feel like a Mac could move in by pride. Pimping is a purposeful thing.
Okay, so we talking about pimping.
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
pimping is a purposeful thing, but Macking, I feel you could be a Macking with the pride. Because there's no real stipulations and rules. There's no really rules on, it's not no rules on Macking.
Okay, and you are correct. There are, and you are right about that. There are no rules on Mac, and I thought that we were talking about pimping. There is no. There are not no rules on macking, man. You know what I'm saying? I thought we were talking about pimping.
Yeah, for shit shots. That's what I'm saying with the pimping, with the purpose, man. You know what I'm talking about? The pimping is
Yeah,
the purpose for real.
pimping and macking, man, is two totally different things, though, man.
Yeah. But I'm saying,
So,
I'm saying on the conscious piece on how the pride and the purpose is, that's how they play out.
P, are we
What?
talking about macking or pimping, though?
He's about pimping. I like this thing, dog.
I'm just saying though, P. Like, are we talking about macking or are we talking about pimping?
No, he's
Because
about pimping. He's
macking,
about pimping,
look, hey
man.
P, hey, let me tell you something, P. Let me tell you something, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't run into a lot of very good macs. You know what I'm saying? Around this
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker, I done ran around this generation. I ran into a lot of them, man. But hey, man, pimping and macking, man, is two totally different things, man. You know what I'm
For
saying?
shit so.
It is, man.
It
Macking,
take a
man.
pure heart to pimp, though, man. It take a pure heart to pimp. It don't, me personally, I don't fucking take much to be a Mac. I don't lie. You know, like, there's no rules. I ain't got
I
no
mean,
rules to abide by. I ain't got nothing to follow through. You know, I don't got
I,
no pussy to really trail
I
in.
actually, I actually agree, man. Because Mac, man, you could do whatever you want to do, man. You could get the bag in every form of way, of any type of way, man. You know what I'm saying? If you're just gonna sit in the bench.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mac, man. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a hustle. I don't give a fuck with this motherfucking. Okay, nigga, I'm finna go, nigga, out here, man, and do some putting some money over here and doing
Yeah,
this.
I know some Mexican real estate, and they got the bitch working, you know what I'm talking about? And, you know, he do music and shit, you know what I'm talking about? He ain't a rapper, he producing shit. He got a lot of
But
shit
that's a
going
Mac
on.
though. That's a Mac. That's not a pimp. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I respect the Mac though. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
I
You know.
respect the Mac. I respect the true Mac. And not a player with some slick ass ways.
I mean, you know, man, it is what it is, man. But a pimp, man, they gonna put the bitch down, man. They gonna send that bitch, man, for what it is, man. All they gonna do is get up off the bitch, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And is the pimp doing that because he feel prideful, or is he doing that because it's a purpose?
That's his
That's
purpose,
because
man.
no,
Okay.
that's just what a pimp does. A pimp is gonna get up off the bitch, man.
Well, there's a
A pimp,
reason
a
behind why
pimp,
he's doing it though.
a pimp is going to send the.
What's the reason behind it? Your phone going, it's I don't know, your shit.
All right, am I back, P?
Yeah, you good.
All right, for sure. Yeah, my shit was ringing.
No, I'm saying like what is his reason for doing that?
Hey, P, I'll be right back, man.
Okay.
It's calling me, P. I'll be right back, P.
Well,
Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, P. I feel like I feel like it's a purpose though. You know what I'm saying about? I feel like,
Right.
you
And
know,
you touched on it because it
yeah.
comes with responsibilities and things. And that's really the case, right? So now it's like this. Okay, if the purpose of doing this, I have to be mature in doing this, right? Now, if
Mm-hmm.
it's prideful, I can just wing it and just play around with it and just, what I'm saying, do whatever for
Yeah.
some clips or whatever because I'm in my pride. I'm feeling myself, right? I'm trying not to use ego because I'm gonna go to ego because there is positives of having a good ego being a pimp, right? Because I know I be bashing like, oh, ego this, ego that. And then I wanted to be like, okay, there is some good about ego, but pride and ego is two different things because ego is more like within you, but then you want to reflect it to others. As pride, you're more worried about what others is looking at you. That's what I think. What you think the difference from ego and pride is, P? If there is
Um,
any.
well, me personally, it is a difference. I feel like the ego is what you tell yourself,
Right.
and pride is what you perform. Pride is what you can show from your ego. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be egotistical motherfucker, and then my like he be like, you know, I might move different from certain people. I may move very prideful. My actions and my thoughts may be very prideful. You know what I'm saying? And that's fuel for my ego. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I feel like even with the pimping, you gotta keep that. We need our egos, not even just the pimping, in manhood in general. You gotta keep our egos. You gotta control that motherfucker still. You know what I'm saying? We can't let it.
Yeah.
Um, our ego can't go. It can't move off of what we didn't do, what we want to do. It gotta move what we didn't did
Right.
and
It
what we're
can't move
doing.
off emotion. It
Yeah,
got to move off
exactly.
confidence.
And aspiration. That's the best word I'm gonna say. Our ego cannot move off of aspiration.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
Even though we have we're very aspirational people though, but I can't be like, oh man, uh, I want to go put 10 hoes down. I got the aspirations to do that, but I didn't do the actual concrete work to get it done. So I can't be that prideful about it. I can't have that ego about it. And some niggas do off of just imagination, I feel like. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think it's off of attention. I think because
Oh,
that
attention, man.
pride will get at you with that attention. As for when we was coming up, there really wasn't. It was more of us just knowing what was going on. It really wasn't like, oh, I could go flaunt this to the internet real quick or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I was
now,
more with my peers. Like I was more with
right,
my peers than
right,
anybody.
you're the local people that you done came up out the grassroots, out the sandbox with and shit like that, your
Mm-hmm.
peers, to where now you can try to touch people all over the world just by emulating this shit. You get what I'm saying? And that's the thing that I really wanted to touch home on. If you're gonna jump in it, have a purpose behind it. Don't just jump in it because you on some on a high horse and feeling yourself because girls are liking you and you charming or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, you good because you ain't there should be a player. Like, and that's a lot of like, and not even go back on this, but it's like, with the ego and the pride thing, a lot of young pimps ain't even moving like, I'm not gonna say young pimps. Today's time is not moving like that. Like, it's more about what I can show for the internet and not what I really honestly done did myself. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
Like what I done did when ain't nobody was around but just me and the bitch.
For real, for real.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I was there and he see me and he see me and I caught him. It's like, "Pete, what the fuck? Like, I didn't get in this game to hang with niggas.
Right, right. And that's what it's coming to. That's why I be trying to come at different angles with this shit. Because a lot of these dudes is coming in here just thinking it's a trend. And that's why I
Yeah,
try to come at different angles with it because it's like it's not a trend, you know what I mean?
it's
That's
not a
where your
trend,
ego
man.
comes in. And ego, the help is confidence, you know what I'm saying? Because within that confidence, you with the good ego, within that confidence, you want to finish, projects. You want to finish the deal. You want to come in with a purpose, meaning
Yeah,
you plan you figuring the long goal out, right? You got standards. And one key thing about having a good ego is you're not manipulated easily. You know what I mean? When you got a strong ego, it's hard for people to manipulate you.
and
So
that's one
those
thing
are the
that bitch for sure
positives
gonna
of
try to
having an
do.
ego. What you said now, P?
That's one thing that the bitch gonna show for sure try to do is manipulate you.
Right. The bitch, shit, hopefully you thought your people, nigga. A lot of what you can get manipulated a lot of ways. Somebody thinking they getting
Man,
the game when really
man,
they not.
man. Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But if you got a strong ego and you know yourself, like, you know what, I'm gonna do it my way, P. I appreciate the game, but you know what I mean? That's letting
Mm-hmm.
that's your ego letting me like, nigga, I'm confident in me. Like, it's good. I appreciate your, yeah, it sound good, but I'm gonna do it my way, P. You know what
But
I'm
that, but,
saying?
but that's a lost art nowadays. Like I rarely hear young pimp say some shit like that nowadays. Now it's more, it's like everybody just following everybody
The
following.
trend.
Yeah, like I'm not like I ain't heard about like man, I ain't heard about none of these young pimps on some. I found the city that don't nobody be in. It's a little small town here. I don't even hear that type of shit no more. You know,
Right.
like
Because
it
they
don't
so
be no type
prideful.
of.
They
And
so
they got so
prideful
much pride. Yeah, it's like,
that
oh
that
my
they
god, where you
blind
get
to
this from?
they blind because they if they're not following the trend, then it's not going to be believable. That's their pride. You know what I'm saying? It's like, shit, if I don't follow the trend, then it's not going to be believable when I talk to people, right? So that's what they
Yeah,
thinking. Instead of, having the positive ego and understanding there's a purpose behind this and just going with your spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's all about spiritual shit sometimes too. You
this
know,
game is very spiritual. This game is very spiritual.
very. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
And
I think that's what they lacking purpose. You know what,
right.
Pete? That's these young niggas coming, these Macs come. That's be the first question we ask them now. Purpose. I feel
Right.
like that. I mean, it have a lot of empty. I feel like it's a lot of like just a shell. You know how you get, like an onion, you get deeper and deeper in the layers. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the old game. Now we got a hollow motherfucking orange. Niggas peeling and just that's it.
And what they would say to that is, "Oh, I was born. It was born. What's your purpose? Oh, it was born in me." That's what they say a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say a lot. Oh, it was
I was
born in me. They
born
gonna
with it.
say some slick shit, some ego shit like that. That negative ego stuff, right? That
Yeah.
miscommunication, that overreacting, that you know, to where when you overreact and you miscommunicate. when you jump in the game, that leads to forcing instead of guiding. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So telltale when a motherfucker is acting like he's just, to the pimping trying to be overreacting about
Yeah,
some simple
he the king
questions.
pimp. Yeah.
Right. So it's like, man, I'll just be trying to touch the youth, man. That's a dosing and shit that cause that's what it's about. When we was younger, when you're growing up, for sure, because we had less distractions, we knew to take shit serious. We knew to take stuff in a mature way, especially when money was involved. We just knew
Mm-hmm.
that, right? As young niggas, because there was no distractions. We know, okay, money involved, this is business. We come from the street, whatever's going on with money, you take seriously. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? As for now, money is a flop. Like it's like, oh, I don't need to take it seriously. It's more about, you know, putting it on the flow and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
feel you.
we
Money ain't a tool no more. It's more or less a frill. You know what I'm talking about?
right,
It ain't the cake no more. It's the whistles and bells.
right.
You know what's crazy?
And that's
Remember,
what lose the purpose.
remember they was saying niggas pimping for the people, niggas pimping for the hoe. Niggas stop pimping for the dirty, pimping for the hoe. Now these niggas pimping for hoe ego. They pimping for some. Like for real, I'm like P. I've been around for so long. I just heard so much shit, and it's like, damn. Now I'm the one over here. Like, damn. You niggas
Right,
pimping for you niggas pimping for clout. You niggas pimping for likes and statuses. You niggas pimping for what people didn't pimp for.
right. And they think that's the purpose. They think that's the purpose, dog. And then what happens is it trickles down on the female. So now
And
she
she's a
thinks
punk.
that's the purpose. So now she thinking, oh, I gotta choose the pimp that's do this and do this. It's like, no, that's not the purpose of this lifestyle. You know
Yeah.
that and it's like, could you ever make this game from being like where it's taught, you feel me, educational, where people actually teach the real lifestyle in classes or whatnot, where there's, instead of just, making it a mock, I don't want to say mockery, but just like
No, you said about you hit it right on the head. Because
right,
like, hear me out. How many I haven't heard no pimps talk about structure, principles, rules.
right,
Uh, like it's so. Yeah, like you hit it. It's malarkey. It's to the point where now I'm like I ain't gonna lie. I just left a mash know something just less than 10 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, bitch, young in the motherfucker. But I thought about, I said, you can get the bitch while she young, or you can get the bitch while she in 3, 4 niggas, and she just goofy as fuck now. You gotta do so much motherfucking deconstruction to get the bitch just structured properly. You know what I'm
right.
talking about? It's three
And
times just like, man, crazy.
and then this is why, like, when I bring successful up here, we be talking about the patience and firing bitches, because it's like, okay, now you some pimping, so you realize what's happening, I realize what's happening. So now do pimping ask himself, do I want to have the patience and program this female, and it's not going to just be like a re-step body, you're going to have to really, you know
Yeah,
get in there. You're
that's
gonna have to
stupid.
get
That's
under the
stupid. That's right.
engine
You
and
not bad. You
get
not.
mad that the oil leaking, get up out of there. You feel me? Come back under there.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to. So do pimping have the patience for that? And I'm on your side with it, people. Some P's be like, and I be like, man, that's why I talk about that negative ego. Where you overreacting, you not really you blind to the red flags of the game, not necessarily the
yeah,
red flags of the female, but the red flags of how the game is, and that's why she's coming with these red, quote unquote,
yeah.
red flags
Patience
for
got a lot to
you.
do with that shit. Cause I'd have been hungry and made them same mistakes. I ain't gonna lie. My partner right here. My partner right here. He checked me. He said, "Hey man, what the fuck you doing, dog?"
Right,
We need to go play pool. He said, "Hey, P, you got a little hungry, man. You want some shit, but that's where patience definitely come in. It will get tested.
right. And now, does patience really like sharpen your tools, or is it like wasting the piece time? Like, you know what I'm
That
saying? Is it
that's and that's where the powers of discernment come in at.
right,
That's where your powers of discernment come in. And if you got some knowledge and you've been in the game for a minute, those skills were gonna be in. You know what I'm talking about? That's just human psychology at that point in time. You know what I'm saying? Like
right,
discernment and
right.
psychology to really figure out the situation. You know what I'm saying? So
hmm And that's where we can always come back circle to. That's where your pride could get in the way.
patience and procrastination. You got the faggot bitch, you nigga with the fire, but you don't want to be broke though.
Right. And it's all about what you're trying to be patient for, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like, are you being patient for her to come into her womanhood because she came in the game as a young adult and she was dealing with all these niggas that wasn't pimps? so she really don't know how to be a woman to a man that's a pimp? Or
Mm-hmm.
is it like she playing, she don't really want to live the lifestyle, she don't really like try, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she's
That's where
infatuated with the shit, but she
the
ain't in it
line
though.
comes in with the patience to me.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely feel you on that. You know, like I battle with that patient shit myself. Cause it's like you know, like I'm 34 now. So as a young pimp, I didn't like the word patience. I didn't.
Right.
I'm being honest with you. Like I'm like now, like I was just saying, like damn, I'm saying this shit now. Like as a young pimp, patience. I don't got no motherfucking patience. I could be a doctor or some shit. I could
Right,
was a
but the
oh, that's slick
females
shit.
coming to
But
you didn't have, they had less distractions. See, the females coming to you back then, they were stepping into something serious. To really, the patience was because they didn't take it seriously. It wasn't more like they don't know
yeah,
how to be a pimp, a female
I
to
didn't
a
knock what I
pimp.
need to knock out of here. I hear you, P. I'm over here getting back to the
No, it's
strip
all good.
club.
You good? You good? You good? Do your thing, man. Pride is self-crimination that leads to disobedience.
But I ain't gonna lie, P. You know something though? I will say because it take patience to really build a hoe.
And that's what's happening. A lot of these females that's in the game, they wasn't with a good situation, so they come with, they kind of like turnouts in a sense to a pimp,
Yes.
but they're not getting turned
I,
out to what a trick is. What
Big,
happened?
because you know why? You know what that is, though, right? These niggas have some trick ass ways. They don't want to tell a bitch. They don't want to expose to the bitch.
Yeah, because they prideful. They don't really got a purpose for having to being in this lifestyle. They just want to think they got a girl that's giving them some money, and they don't really want to challenge themselves to know how to give instructions. They don't want to challenge themselves to put pressure on the bitch. None of
Or are
that
they
shit.
lazy? Is it laziness?
It's
Because
I don't know
I'm
what
like,
it
because
is.
I feel like these niggas like, oh, I could be a pimp, I ain't got to do no work. And then it's like, where the work ethic is gone, it's just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, it's like, you niggas ain't,
It's multiple things. That's why it's so many coming in, because it's multiple things. You see how when individuals come up here, how we run into all kinds of reasons why these dudes thinking they pimps. All
yeah.
kinds of reasons, man.
Imagination is a crazy thing.
Especially with this internet
Damn, she's gonna slide right up in this motherfucker.
and using
Yeah,
this
I'm
dude.
at this club.
I hear you, sir, payday.
I'm at this club right motherfucking now, man. This motherfucker, I'm trying to work right now, see what's going on. And the thing about it is, you know, they come in this motherfucker, it be a whole bunch of so-called pimps in this motherfucker. When I come around, everybody all ain't that pimpish no more. And I really feel like that's how it is a lot of time in the game in general, though. You know what I'm
Right, yeah.
saying? Like these niggas, they get a little friend group, and they super pimps in their friend group. But when some real pimps around, when you really in the game, though, you niggas not pimping. And that's the point of the purpose that niggas should be trying to prove to themselves they're pimping. Like I feel like niggas do a lot more proving they're not proving to themselves they're pimping. You know what I'm talking about?
Right,
Like
right,
it's like I'm trying to prove it to like think about how much work it takes to prove to yourself some shit than somebody else.
right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? It take a lot more work to prove to yourself some shit than somebody else. Think about it. I can go front my shit for somebody else. I can go right now, go rent a car, post a couple post a couple pictures, get an outfit. Have a bitch. She gave my bitch. Have her buy one down on me and give me some money and shit. Post on Instagram, but in my heart, you know that ain't you.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of these young people, I feel like nowadays a lot of these niggas try to push to other people, not themselves, and that's the major point niggas is missing is your motherfucking self.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
If they
saying?
was about themselves, they would have a sense of purpose. They would have a sense of urgency of, understand, a sense of urgency to want to understand, a sense of urgency to want to challenge they pimping. You know what I mean? But they don't. That's what they don't have nothing for themselves in it. They just want to do it for others. They want to do it. A lot of these dudes do it for the internet, man. And then they do it because they like females too. And then a lot of these niggas, a lot of these females, they'll deal with a square nigga because they don't want to deal with the pimping. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop him because I think he's a little busy. He say he about to hit the club. Let him do his thing. But I'm just shooting some shit, man. I really wanted to touch on that. I'm probably gonna come back a little later tonight.
Bullshit, I'll take all the money. How that sound? You can keep the bullshit, I'll take all the money. You can keep the bullshit, I'll take all the money.
Illustrating the ism.
Whole lot of tank shit, man. The South, East in here too, man. This shit slack like pimp pants. Ay, 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 ay. This shit slap like Pimpin.